You've Chicagoland, actually, welcome back to another video. And this weekend was probably one of the best finishes we've seen in NASCAR in a long time. Welcome to the NASCAR Chicagoland review on Lucas Memorial Chapel. So the race starts off with Paul Bernard on the pole, but then Eric Almirola, who pretty much dominated, led 70 laps, wins stage one, but his team just screws him out because of a loose wheel, which stinks. Kevin Harvick would battle Kurt Busch to win stage two, as you can see here on the screen. Kurt Busch didn't like it afterwards. He said, "Why would you race teammates like that?" But Jeff Burton said on NBC, "Hey, it's racing for stage point," and he was absolutely right. Now you all probably want me to talk about the finish of the race, the great finish, which is what NASCAR needs if they want to stay big. So anyway, this was a great finish. Kyle Busch, you can see, wins at Chicagoland, which he had a horrible car at first, but still ended up winning. One of the greatest finishes I think we've seen in this decade and in the Gen 6 car. And fans were booing him. You can obviously tell what Kyle Busch's reaction was when he takes off the helmet. Here, and I'll just turn it up.
My fans, they're pretty passionate, they're pretty powerful for what we got going on with Rowdy Nation. The rest of them, I don't know what they're booing about.
So anyway, Chicagoland, like I said, was a great race. Eric Almirola got screwed out by a loose wheel by his team, and Paul Bernard couldn't even lead a lap. Blaney led the first couple. And then Clint Bowyer, who had one of the best cars of the day, he decided to speed on three speed penalties, which ends up leading of him taking another shot to win the race. Now, Eric Almirola, like I said, would go on to win stage one, which honestly gave hope to Eric Almirola, and sees how the 10 car isn't struggling every week like they were last year. I mean, Eric probably had the best car. Like, once again, his team cheated him out of getting in the top 10. That's just rookie team. But anyway, it's just not that best. And we'll talk about this when we come back. So I'm back, guys. I had to just do something. But anyways, yeah, the race, in my opinion, was honestly great. Like I said, Eric Almirola's team screwed him out of getting probably just a great finish. And what that team needed, they were coming off a couple top 10s. And just they needed this run. And then let's talk about Hendrick Motorsports. My goodness, did they stink. The best Hendrick Motorsports car that finished was 10th. Alex Bowman, which is showing how good he is. And now he has about 7 top 10s. But Jimmy Johnson absolutely stinked. He made 4 ride and 1 restart, but it didn't even really matter. He just stinked. And the same thing with William Byron. Chase Elliott was running up in the top 5, but then I don't know what happened, man. And then he just got screwed out. And then here's the stage 1 finish right here. Jimmy Johnson they need to get their stuff together. Hendrick does as well. Chase Elliott ended up finishing 19th, a lap down, along with William Byron. And yeah, so enough talking about what happened in the race. I'll just let this play. You can see Jimmy trying to hold off Eric Almirola. So, Jimmy absolutely stinks. They stinked in qualifying. They stink in everything. Hendrick Motorsports has got to get back on my A game. They absolutely have stinked this year. But anyway, Eric Almirola would go on, like I said, to win stage 1. His first stage win ever for that team. So that's good. But let's just look at the finish.
Again. Here comes Larson.
Will this outer lane stay
Contact
clear?
there again. The 18 slides up the racetrack. The 17 right in front of the 42. Now the 17. hindering the 42's progress. 3 laps to go. Now down to 2.
This is crazy.
Larson again trying to get up to the wall.
Kyle Busch to the bottom here. What kind of run does Kyle Larson get off of this corner?
Kurt Busch right up in front of the 42.
Bottom.
And there's the gap between 1 and 2. Kyle Busch. And here comes Larson. Larson to the bottom of the track.
Slide job.
Trying to take the lead away.
Slide job. Almost.
The momentum. The 18. They make contact. The 18 into the wall. They're side by side again. Going into 3 for the lead. Larson has the advantage. Here comes the 18. He puts the bumper in the back of him. The 18 into the wall. The 42 sideways.
Where's Harvick?
Here comes the 18. Kyle Busch will win.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
The footage that you've seen goes to NBCSN and its rightful owners, but let's talk about that last lap. Even though the fans booed Kyle Busch out of the stadium, it still was a great finish, one of the best we've seen. Kyle Larson, like you just saw, rewinded. Kyle Larson was trying to pull a side draft, but gets into Kyle Busch, puts him in the wall, and ultimately takes the lead on the back straightaway. I was cheering watching this race. I was like, yeah, Larson looked like he was going to finally break through on a mile and a half and get his first win, but Kyle obviously didn't like that. He gets in the wall. The fact that Larson was able to save it was absolutely amazing. And then Kyle Busch ends up winning at Chicagoland. One of the best finishes I've seen in a long time. Kyle Busch finished first, second Kyle Larson, third Kevin Harvick, fourth Martin Truex Jr., and fifth Clint Bowyer. Let me know what you thought about this finish. It was a great finish. I don't care if you're not a Kyle Busch fan. It was still a great finish in my opinion. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was a longer video. And see you guys next time for another race review. Peace.